Welcome to the Culturally Distinct Podcast. This is your boy DJ KO. I thank you guys for tuning in to the show. Today we got a special show for you guys. We have something that you guys have been asking for a long period of time. We've been trying to scram and scrape and try to get some of these singles in Houston that want to talk about their situation, want to talk about how dating is in Houston, what's their outcome, what's their situation. So today we have a show. We have some special guests today that you guys are going to get to know a little better. We have two beautiful co-hosts that's going to give them what they need, the answers that we're trying to hear. So I want you guys to tune in and make sure you tell a friend to tune in, subscribe to the show. This is your boy DJ KO. You guys have fun.
My name is Desmond. A lot of people know me as Des. So I've been single now for over a year and a half now. I was married 11 years, a little bit about my background. So separated about 3 years, so I've been out here about 2 years and a half single. So the life in Houston as a single man has been fun. I mean, to my knowledge right now, it's like men is winning, but even though to the state of I feel like it's a big miscommunication between in our culture between a man and a woman. So I feel like our culture is the only culture where the men and women is equal now. So let's talk about it.
Hi, I'm Janee. I'm 33 years old. Single from Missouri City, Texas. And dating in Houston has definitely been a challenge. You definitely meet a lot of different people from different walks of life and different parts of life. But as far as just dating and finding a committed relationship, it's definitely been difficult. Everybody's out here wanting to have fun and just nothing really serious. And so when you're coming from the aspect of wanting to find something serious, it gets a little difficult. So that's how I feel about dating in Houston.
My name is Dria. I am single, have been single my entire life. The last relationship that I was in lasted almost 2 years. I have been single now and attempting to date in Houston since last year. It hasn't quite panned out for me yet. The challenge that I face is meeting someone on the same page at the exact same time.
Hi, my name is Dawn Malone. I am 38 and I am not a native Houstonian, but I've lived here for about 18 years. And I think that my dating experience in Houston, like many things, is what you make of it. I think that, whatever intention you set out for yourself, you can pretty much accomplish it here in Houston, whether that be to be dating intentionally or to kind of experience different things with like different people. So yeah, that's just my take on it. I think it's what you make of it.
Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Handsome with my black ass, but I'm comedian Bradybobb. No, just messing. My name is comedian Bradybobb. Hey, look, I've been on the dating scene for, I would say, approximately 2 years or something like that, 2 years or so. And it's cool, but it's, I'm looking for something, that I can, go far with. So if that's you, I think you can go far with Big Daddy, you dig? So holla at your boy.
Right. Welcome to the Cultural Distinct Podcast, dating culturally distinct podcast, dating portion of the show. I'd like to start off by just finding out what brings all of you here tonight and why you're not on a date. Are there no available men in Houston on a Wednesday night to go to Nobu?
Plenty.
Yeah, there's definitely available men to go out with.
So what brings you, what's your availability? Obviously you're single, so why are you not on a date, or do you have something scheduled? Are you dating someone? Like, what's your status?
First off, who are you guys? Let's figure out who's who and from where and from what, and have you been married? Are you single, or you separated? Are you in a what they call it?
Committed
relationship. All situationship.
A situationship.
Or do y'all have like a wife, or like a little wife? What they call a wife, work wife or something like that? Or a work husband? Who are you?
Let's start it. Okay. I'm Janee, 33 years old, single from Houston, Texas. That's pretty much it. I'm dating.
Dating? Exclusively, or?
I'm dating people and trying to find the right person.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. I'm Dez. This is just me. I'm a Houston native as well. So I'm kind of different, coming from a different perspective on dating. I like to talk about it, but I currently like to have fun. I'm a fun guy. You know what I'm saying? I meet you at a spot, you meet me at a spot. We have fun. I have friends, homegirls. So I really don't date like that. So I'm a person I'm just now getting to the point. I was married 11 years. So I'm in the point like, it's been 3 years since that time, but it's like, you know, I'm not ready. I'm in love with me. I'm falling in love with myself right now. So it's like, I'm just having fun, and I have friends that respect that. I tell my friends.
So you keep all your ladies that you're dealing with, physical with, in a friend zone.
Yeah, I'm just a friend. That's it.
You put them where you need to put them, and you bring them back out. So
no, we just all have fun.
Hours.
No, we all just have
it's
fun.
A lot of happy hours.
Yeah, it's just a lot of happy hours, indeed.
That's cool. That's dope.
I'm Dria. I'm a woman of a certain age. Single, never been married. I do not have children. I call Houston, Texas home. This is my second tour in Houston. I just recently moved back from Philadelphia. So for me, I am dating, but I'm dating intentionally. At my age, I don't want to waste time. So I'm looking for a man that's on the same page at the same time as I am.
What does that mean?
Dating intentionally?
Yeah.
Means that if he doesn't check the boxes, he doesn't get the date.
Yeah, so I don't check that box. I'm out of that box. Yeah, I'm the ex.
Dating for marriage,
I'm the one that's
basically,
exed out.
right? Marriage
But we cool as
in a
you check the
relationship.
boxes.
It's checking the boxes, but let me clarify, my boxes are not superficial boxes.
Correct.
At this point in my life, my boxes are things that are deal breakers. What are your finances like? What is your relationship with God? How do you treat your family? Are you family oriented? I'm a seasoned woman, so at the end of the day, at this point, I don't want to waste anyone's time, and I don't want my time wasted.
I got a question for you later on the show about that.
Okay,
about
please
time
circle
wasted.
back. Please circle
I'll
back.
go back because I have a perfect question for that.
Okay, and I have a perfect answer.
Okay.
I'll just,
I am Dawn. I'm 38. I like how I'm a woman of a certain age also. And I'm open, right, to dating. I just find that I do really appreciate doing things with myself, like going out to eat, going on vacation. I really feel like, people shouldn't not do those things, or like, I know date yourself, it sounds very cheesy, but it's very real to, like get dressed and take yourself, somewhere like nice to eat or whatnot. So I think that, if someone would like to join me in doing that, I always appreciate the company and think it's cool, but it's not, not like, something that I am, maybe would be nice, but if it doesn't happen, it's okay too. So.
sound like you'll pay for a meal.
I will not. because my dad would be shamed, and then I wouldn't. But
He said something like you're very
Well, my name is Good Credit. I have my own. I believe in God. I graduated from college, master's degree, credit score great. I'm not the prettiest or the ugliest, but I got cute things to say. I'm Big Teddy Bear, handsome to the ladies with my black ass. You said, comedian Bradybobb. I'm here. Yeah,
Come on now.
46 years old, never been married, 3 kids. That's what it is, man.
All right.
All right, so let's go, Vaughn. Let's go.
Oh, you want
No, I'm saying you can head out with your questions because you have a few in your back pocket.
I do have one. So I heard something about dating intentionally. So I have a question about that. My thing about that is when I hear that from women, I instantly think that, to me, women like to start at the end of the game, but they want all the men to start at the beginning of the game. So what I hear is, I gotta get comfortable with you first, right? So I can get to know you and blah, 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 blah. But you want the man to he need to already know how you coming and respect you like this and be coming like this.
That's a good
this way right
observation.
here. And men eat with their eyes, right? And so you gotta understand that when I see you, I want you a certain kind of way, not me per se, but men do. So are you okay with once he check the boxes, like,
like, okay, we ready to go? Like, how long is it gonna take for you to start really dating, like, as the intentionally thing that you think you want to date?
Okay, so as I stated before, I'm a woman of a certain age. One of the barriers that I continue to encounter is the fact that I know that I don't want children. So if I meet a man, who has that desire, at this age, I'm not changing my mind.
Right.
So I don't want him to date me and see something in me, fall in love with me potentially, and that's not something that I'm willing to compromise on. And it could be a myriad of reasons that I've decided not to be a parent. You know what I'm saying? So when I say date intentionally, some of the things that at this age I have to say to men has to come up front to let them know, like, listen, you know, traditionally, you know, we want to take it slow. We want to get to know each other. We want a progression. But I have to let you know what you're going to get if you decide to go further with me in a relationship or continue to date me.
May I ask you a question just because you offered that information? Are you open to being I call it a support parent, because I think it's
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
You just want to
Absolutely.
bear the kid.
yeah.
Yes, bear children. Yes.
You don't
Be a mother in a biological sense.
Is there a certain age that's too young or?
No, not at all. Not at all.
That's a good question.
Would you
Run
date
that back,
a guy with a 9 month
Turbo.
old?
Actually, there is.
Right.
Because if I meet someone who has a small child, then I need to know what the relationship is with the mother and what the circumstances were, because I want to make sure that this is a healthy environment.
Right.
And also, I want to check his decision-making
You know what's
process.
going on with that? I think that's kind of a double
But
standard.
I don't mind children at all.
No, I hear that, but I think that's a double standard in a sense.
How so?
Because if a man met you, not you per se, let's say you met Janee, right? Let's say Janee had a 2-year-old, and he stepped in and started being the ultimate stepdad. He gonna get looked at like, oh my God, he's having a, you know, man, he's awesome, right? But you do got a 2-year-old though. What's going on with you?
Yeah.
And why you not with that dude dad? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on with you? That's my question. But men don't. We don't have that. We don't get that, right?
Yes, we do.
Is 2 years?
We don't. We get the.
It depends on who you are as a person.
We get the praise for it, but then we have a 2-year-old.
Is 2 years too young for you?
No, 2 years is not too young, but if I meet you and you have a 1-month-old, there are going to be questions in the conversation
Right,
that we're going to have to have.
But you have a man though. You have. It's
A 1-month-old is disrespectful to the relationship of the parent who just gave birth to that child, as well as the guy that you're dating. I mean, if you would side-eye a guy who has a baby that's a month old and you're not, why aren't you in the relationship with this woman? And you want to give it some time to make sure that you're not going to change your mind later and return to that relationship after you're seeing this child grow and progress. So honestly, from a woman's perspective, we do think about that. A child that's a certain age, and you're coming out of a relationship with a young child, as a woman, just respect for the other woman, there's just a break that we just don't want to entertain to a certain degree.
Gotcha. So do you,
Is that how you feel?
I hear you.
Exactly, because there's a difference between if a man says, "Hey, I have a 1-month-old," and that 1-month-old resulted from me turning up one weekend. You know,
Right.
I was in my
you know what I'm saying? And then there's a scenario where he says, "Look, I have a 1-month-old. However, the 1-month-old occurred it transpired from a relationship that I was in for 3 years." Then my question is going to be, have you allowed yourself the time to move on from that relationship? And how is your relationship with that child's mother at this point? Because the child is only 1 month old.
Gotcha.
So you haven't even given yourself the opportunity to even try to co-parent at that
We could have
point.
broke up at 8 months old, but we still a co-parent. Got you.
See what I'm saying?
The thing that's important that she's saying is that you want the person that you're starting a relationship with, you want to have respect for them and that situation. If you're looking at the big picture, that child and that mother is also going to be a part of your big picture. So you want to start that relationship off by just having the conversation. And that is a realistic situation that a lot of women are in.
Right.
Okay. All right. Got you.
And there's women out here that don't have any children. They're all looking for men that don't have any children either. I don't want men that have children because I don't have any children. So that is pretty much a deal
Is that a
breaker for
first thing
me.
for you?
It's definitely a first thing for
I've heard
me.
this
And
before, so talking about that.
if his children are of adult age or close to adult age, then I will give you a chance. But if you're anything under adult age, I can't.
What's the adult age?
18 years old.
Oh, okay. Oh, you did say your age, right? 33.
I'm 33.
How many men at 33 have kids out here?
You went up like 46,
Lots.
46.
Lots of them.
What's your dating pool range?
I'm dating I prefer not to date my age, so date older 45 and older. So I'm an older dating woman. Yeah.
What she wants.
No, she said men with grown kids.
With
That makes
grown
sense.
kids.
45-year-old? Yeah,
Grown.
45-year-old men can have 18-year-old children.
No,
Yeah.
I used to think
Grown.
like that
Or
myself.
at
I used
least
to think like that myself.
graduating high school pretty soon.
Yeah.
They're going to be adults. They're going to be going off to college.
So what made you change your mind?
About what?
The gentleman in the back.
Oh, okay.
What changed my mind?
Yes.
Well, I was graduating from college. I had my first child at 32. I waited. You understand? Because my sister had a child at 14. I was an uncle at 13. So that was my baby. That was my first baby. So I made sure that I took care of my business. So if I do marry, I'm going to be able to take care of my kid and do what I need to do. Period. So that was the decision as a man, off the rip. So, but I used to think like that until I had my first girlfriend. I was 29 and she had a child that was 13. So love is love. You can't knock it if somebody have a baby. You understand? Because you never know what they was going through, what the situation may be, or what had occurred away from them having that child. You understand? So my thing is, I strongly suggest you can't do that if you're really looking for love or you're really looking for someone to cater to. They want to cater to your needs too. You can't just put a person back up against the wall and say, you know what, here am I.
So at the end of the day, that's just a preference.
It's cool. It's no problem. That's cool.
So to say this is what I would like, it's not always what you get, but it gives you an opportunity to say this is what I would prefer. Now, if she were to meet a guy and he checked all those boxes except for that, Janee, would you pass him up?
No, I wouldn't. I
Right.
would definitely give him an opportunity. I have to check all of those boxes.
The only dude that don't have kids is Jesus. Jesus.
I've met men that don't have children.
Right, there are men who
There are men that do not have children. For sure.
So by show of hands, children a deal breaker or no?
No, the deal breaker is they disrespectful. I can't call it disrespectful.
That's straight up. I agree with that one.
Disrespectful. I'll your kid and you can go and go.
Okay, so
I got a lot of kids, but my kids
but
good.
the siblings, I'm sorry, but the the parents are disrespectful. So you have a great relationship with this woman and her child, but the baby's father or mother.
See, a man knows if another man is an alpha male. Say, man, don't play with me, because I'm taking care of your baby off the rip. So it's got to be some respect. And then you got to know how to come to another man. You got to be a man. We all grown.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
So if my perspective is, look, man, I'm grown, man. I'm not here to harm you. I'm here to help you. We got to take a village to raise these babies. You understand?
So, my man, give your name again.
Des. Sure.
What's some of your deal breakers?
Some of my deal breakers with a woman,
Yeah.
if she want kids.
If she want kids?
Yeah.
Hey.
I got 5. I'm done.
There you go, boy. You put it in, huh?
I was married for 11 years.
Yeah, you had to.
So, and then I got a daughter in Atlanta. I can relate to what he was talking about, just on the, respect, give respect. You know what I'm saying? My daughter moving out there, she was my everything here. You know what I'm saying? So she got a dad out there. He never disrespected me. And shoot, we rock. You know what I'm saying? We all thinking about the same as about her future. So
Co-parenting is a new flex. I got you.
Co-parenting is good.
Yeah. What you got?
So if a woman doesn't want any kids, that's one thing, but she also has to be accepting of you having 5 children.
Yes.
What are their age brackets, from
18 all the way down to 4.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, so I have my boys are the youngest, 4, 6, and I have 3 girls.
Hey, the only time that's a deal breaker for women is if you're not a millionaire. If you had $1 million, a couple of million, they'll take you on.
Right.
I'm telling you.
I
So
agree.
what is it looking like when you have this conversation with women and you say, I have 5 kids?
I mean,
I don't want to give you any.
Here's
But
the
you need to
thing.
accept all of mine.
They gonna run from
Here's the
them.
thing. Now remember,
They're scared.
now here's the thing. Remember, I was married for 11 years. So here's
Right.
the thing. So when I'm talking, I'm out, I'm on the scene. It's only a certain select. You know what I'm saying? It's in the same situation, or that may fit my category, and we have fun.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna respect you enough as a woman not to hurt you and lie to you.
Right.
That's right.
I'm gonna just tell you the truth, and you either go with it, or we don't have to be sexual for us to have fun. You know what I'm saying? We can party all day long.
Yeah.
I'm a Houston born and raised. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? So, it ain't about the sex. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a grown man. You know what I'm saying? Just like you're a grown man, a grown woman, you can go get that anywhere.
Yeah.
And so can I. So we just have fun.
Is this like a paced, like, if you're dating someone, and I know that you said in the beginning that you're having fun, enjoying yourself, loving yourself. I love that. I love that answer. But have you met someone where you've loved them enough to say?
There's a lot of them. Yes,
because
when you
tell them
when you go, when you're out here, you meet a lot of people. You be like, oh man, that could have been, but it's still like when you I'm not from the traditional way of I went to high school, went to college. You know what I'm saying? I'm street version. I drove trucks for 15 years.
Okay.
Took care of my family, you know what I'm saying, respectful, did whatever I had to do. And then, so it's like, it's a little different, you know what I mean? So it's like, when you go through that type of lifestyle, I respect women because I grew up, raised by my mama.
How do the women, how do they?
Oh, they respect, when you respect them, they respect you.
What I'm saying is, when you tell me you got 5 kids, do you get a lot of
Oh yeah, I done had women. I done had some.
What you doing? Why you out here? Why you not taking care of your kids?
Oh yeah, you gonna have, and that's
imagine telling a woman that.
But here's the thing: you got to be man enough to be. You have to be man enough to accept that and respect her decision.
Would you date a woman with 5 kids?
Instead of lying and still trying to get in her, you know what I'm saying?
Would you date a woman with 5 kids?
It depends on the situation.
She got 5 kids just like you? Yes.
Like me,
yeah.
I have 5 kids. I have my ex-wife, she's a great mother. I ain't looking for a stepmother.
No, I get that. Would you date
see
a
what I'm
woman that
saying?
has 5 kids?
I get you. That's why I say it depends on the situation, because if her situation like my situation, where she's not looking for a stepdaddy, then yeah, because you can tag along with me and my kids whenever you want, but that ain't got to be your life. My kids got good co-parenting. I'm not looking for that. So anybody that be with me in life, I want you to just enjoy me, not try to not sign. You're not signing up for that.
Yeah,
we gonna respect. I want you to respect my ex-wife, but respect your respect. But it ain't about that.
It's only one woman that I date with, and she got 10 kids. That Kiki wife. Hey, I date her in a minute.
Wow.
She'll say,
she got 10 kids. Hey, there's only one woman in the world that I date.
Yeah.
So good credit. Do you run into this same issue as well? Because you said you have 3 kids, right?
It's no. If you can't love my kids, don't you?
How long do you wait in the dating process to let them know this is how many kids you
Off the
have?
get-go.
Okay.
You gotta be honest. See, women, y'all want us to be honest.
We do.
And when we honest, you understand, it's up to you to take it or leave it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lose no sleep about it, because these are my babies. I made them. They come out of me first. So I love them first. So if a woman can't get with my kids or whatever, hey, I don't need you, period.
Gotcha. So I have a question for the whole panel. Let's try to switch it up a little bit. We got the kid thing.
My bad.
No, it's good.
No, that's the need to be said.
No conversation.
Yeah.
Who do y'all think is doing the interviewing process in this dating pool? The women or the men?
Who's doing the interview?
Yeah, who's doing the interviewing?
Both.
Yeah, both.
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 No, for real.
I think women are doing a majority of the.
So, got you. Follow-up question. Would you propose to a man?
Absolutely not.
Good question.
Would you?
No.
Would you?
No.
So who's really doing the interviewing? Got you. So who's really doing the interviewing?
Right, because I don't know no
because
men.
the women. The women is doing the interviewing
Make me understand.
because at the end of the day, when a man meets a woman, the first thing that a man wants is he wants to be intimate with the woman. So she's doing the interview process for intimacy. The man is doing the interview process for relationship, because men control relationships, women control sex. So that's just how it goes.
Wait, that was the whole.
Women don't control my sex.
Oh yeah. Women control sex because if she doesn't want to sleep with you, she doesn't have to.
That's consent.
It's consent.
Not that way. Not that way.
Yeah, so I mean, as far as a relationship is concerned, if you're trying to go to the next step, then a man controls that. But the initial interview process, because you're not initially jumping into a relationship, is the woman, because she's interviewing for the intimacy part of the situation.
Got you. So after that gets out the way, So you only do an interview process and get comfortable for the physical aspect.
Exactly.
What about the whole entire thing? The man is doing it.
The man is doing
because
it.
he's doing the choosing, right?
He's doing the choosing.
How do you feel about that?
I don't feel any type of way about that. It depends on the type of woman you are. If you're a woman of value, it shouldn't bother you at all. If you're not a woman of value, you don't have anything to offer, then you should be worried.
Okay, so we're going to talk about what we bring to the table later. What you got on that?
So I believe it depends on the person. So from my perspective, I'm doing the interviewing. Because I know that whenever a man looks at me, I may not be attractive to everybody, but most men who approach me find me attractive. So if we're on a date, then I'm interviewing because I'm dating with purpose. He may be interviewing or may be just sitting there entertaining me because he's trying to see how far he can get. But when I set boundaries and let him know that, look, this is what it is. I don't have to settle. So play your cards right. We can, continue to see each other, and it may progress to what you initially approached me for.
Right.
Then at the end of the day, it's a win-win situation for the both of us. But I think that where the lines get jaded, as she said before, everybody, you said this too, men eat with their eyes.
Right.
So I have found in my experience, the longer that if I meet someone that I like, I want to allow that person the opportunity to get to know me beyond what they see. Mm-hmm. It's up to that man to invest in me and to get to the point to where he can see past the exterior. And that's not going to be everybody. That takes a certain type of maturity, at a certain level of maturity. And that's how I weed them out.
Well, so really the man interviewing.
Yeah.
To be honest.
You guys are both
interviewing.
You're both
But in different capacities.
We gotta
find the woman
because
I asked a great question. And they with intention, right?
Yeah. I'm interviewing.
So let me ask you a question. So help me out with this. What she just said, I think that's awesome. But she said earlier that she's a seasoned woman, so she's dating with intention.
Right.
So my thing is, but what is about this timeline that she just threw out there that we're talking about? Like how soon? You know what I mean? Like that confused me because you're dating with intention. So help me out. You're dating with intention, but you still do a timeline out there. Like I need to sit back and wait till you get comfortable enough to want to deal with me how you want to deal with me. So I'm thrown off. Now I'm in it for the long haul, but I really only have this much of a threshold to deal with that.
I want to say something to that though. I want to say something to that.
If he wants to spend the rest of his life with
It actually does.
But right.
It actually doesn't.
Have you ever asked a man that question? It actually does.
Yeah, I've
It
heard
does.
from many men.
Because a lot of people show up with their representatives, right? And what happens with that is once all this stuff come off and you've done what you need to do, right? And you then put your claws in this man and realize, you know what? I did what I need to do. I got the game. I know how to get a man, right? And then you turn into yourself because you was in imposter syndrome. Now you can default back to who you really are.
But what if you were already yourself when you showed up?
They don't know that.
That's fine. But what if he don't
They
like
don't know
that?
that.
Okay, so
What if he doesn't like that I'm my true stuff when I show up?
No. What if he didn't?
if
like
she's
it?
dating for a purpose and the person that she's also talking to, she's interviewing him, he's interviewing her. These individuals are dating with a purpose. So he's not showing up with his representative. He's already ready to present himself to the right woman. He's ready to go. Now he's on a mission.
It's
to
not
find-
always true.
we're not speaking as an always situation.
I'm sorry.
We're speaking in variables, but in certain situations, when a man is ready to marry and he is dating with intention, he doesn't show up with a representative. He shows up as himself, and he says, "Listen, I have goals for this to happen." And now he's dating someone.
We're talking about a woman,
That's
though.
true.
Can I ask you same question? What you think about that?
Who is doing the interviewing?
Yeah.
I think it's really, sorry, it's busting. I think it's just really both. It's like, also,
It's both.
for me personally, if you are dating with intention, then I'm not saying you were dating with intention. If that's the thought that, you want to date with intention, it may happen, a bit faster. So if someone does maybe say, well, my intention is to be with a life partner, marriage, whatever that means for you, then it's like, well, two people who both understand that, you might get to the part that we say that men find most attractive a little bit faster than you think. Not because you're someone who's like out here throwing it out here, right? But it's just like once two people decide that, okay, we are being intentional about getting to know each other, only spending time with each other, like checking in and that kind of vibe. I think men do find, especially if you are of a certain age, that it might be I don't want to put a month process on it, but it might be like a 2-month thing instead of
60 days.
The 6 to 9 months that you thought it was going to be.
60 days.
60 days.
No, it's not gonna be 60.
But also, when you think about this is what I think about.
You need to know.
If you think about 60 days when you were 22 to 27, most people had more like shift jobs that started. I was at Urban Outfitters when I was 22, like gardening and stuff like that. So it was like, yeah, we could hang out all the time, like go to the gym together, eat lunch, do this or whatever. I'm 38. I date someone who's 44, 45. I have things. He has things.
Correct.
So 60 days goes by actually a little bit.
You still keeping the days up?
No. I'm just saying. I'm just saying in time, like it's very much more normal to be two single people who are of a certain age to not be like, well, we're together every 3 or 4 days, so that kind of also elongates. No, I have things to do. I don't know.
I feel what you're saying.
You're saying that 60 days will go by a lot faster because you have so much to do, and before you know it, it's been 60 days.
Is it no sex for 60 days?
I guess we were saying like 60 days of being intentional. I'm not saying that, but is that what you were saying when you said 60 days?
Yeah, 60 days of being intentional and being physical.
Okay, yeah. Being intentional and being not physical 60 days is what I was saying.
Do you think men of our age is really to wait for 60 days?
No. But what I was saying is, men, I don't know how old you were. How old are you?
I'm 40.
Okay, so I was saying...
we can break it.
Okay, yes. So what I was saying is, it's quite possible that over 60 days, you may not be in each other's face all the time for a woman to be like, oh, I do feel like comfortable, but over 60 days, I think it's very much possible that you spend time, you talk, you hang, you do quality things together. And that it's only 60 days. That was by fast.
Okay, I got a follow-up question for that.
Nah, it ain't go by fast. No, man. I'm sorry. We've been warning.
The man.
You sitting there talking. We're looking at your breasts like, oh, snap.
It's a long man.
Oh, my God.
Long time for a man. Maybe not for a woman.
No,
but for a man, every time you see you or talk to you, he's like,
come on, we didn't use it. Y'all got to remember, man. We're in the number one city.
The follow-up question to the physical aspect is this. If you know you're not going to be physical within 60 days. And
I know within 1 day.
1 day. She knows. Women already know. That's dope. She already know.
Just go ahead and skip the preliminaries. That's what I'm saying.
If you know you're not going to be physical, whatever the case may be, you need to get comfortable more. And this guy's dating with intention. Do you still take him seriously if he told you, hey, well, I'm waiting on you over here, but I'm still over here getting me in the meantime? Do you feel like he's being selfish? And he's not into you as much as he need to be? Even though you're not putting out?
Putting out is so retro. Okay.
Well, my vocabulary is only so extensive.
I think about it depends on some things that you find to be necessary for you. I mean, I don't know if I want to spend the rest of my life with someone who can't have a 60-day discipline, like, period. I'm just saying, because if you can't do 60 days with that, then what if we're trying to pay off a house? What if we are, trying to do X, Y, and Z? I don't know. Discipline.
Do not put that in the same
Discipline is discipline. But I would say that, here's the thing. That it could be 60 days, day 45, he could have been like, you know what happened? This is what happened. And whatever, something happened like that was like not within your liking. Like, is it like possible that someone could get over that? Yes, I'm not speaking for others, but that's possible. But it's like, I don't think that people should be judged off of every little mistake. But like, if you're out here moving it around, shaking it, you can't go like with everybody.
Okay, so let me jump in here. We're talking about 60 days of no intimacy.
Mm-hmm.
So are we going out on dates? Are we not eating dinner? Are we, what is the significance of a 60 day?
Depends on the relationship.
But let me ask this: where did the
waiting 60 days?
But where did the 60-day time frame even come from?
Because
But
for
the
me,
level of intimacy is bigger than sex. Intimacy
Exactly.
is kissing.
60 days has nothing to do with the level of intimacy.
Intimacy is it could be all types of things. It depends on your level of what you think intimacy is. Kissing, getting to know each other, intimate talks in the corner, under a candlelight, that's intimacy. So when you're talking about going the extra mile, that's something that women have to really think about.
Yeah, but think about a man's intimacy too. We're a physical touch. That's our love language.
Okay, so I might be touching on you. I might be, whatever. But going the full Monty is a whole different situation.
Right? Let's say, for instance, for 60 days, he's only been taking you to like happy hours and whatever. Y'all never went on a nice dinner yet, to sit down. Like, is that a deal breaker for you?
No.
Okay.
We're spending time with each other.
Gotcha. So what if he didn't spend no money and y'all just talk on the phone and chill? Is him taking you out a big thing for you?
Yeah,
Why?
because I need to know that the chemistry is there. I need to be able to look into your eyes, and he can feel the same thing. If I'm looking into his eyes, I'm touching him, whatever. In a woman's mind, she feels like she can give him that intimacy without going the next level.
Mind. Listen to me. See, women want to be loved. Men want to be respected. Mm-hmm. So the respect thing that you're going to get from a man is by letting them know you want him like that. Because guess what? I'm giving up all this out here every 30 days that I can get bills. Easy. Hypothetically, right?
Every 30 days.
So give you all my intentional days.
It's not a lot. It's not.
We cut that off for
not a lot.
So let's put that into like the discipline perspective, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you found out he quit his job before he got another one, how would you look at it?
What's the point? What is he doing?
I got the point.
What's the
Just
reason?
answer the question. If your man quit his job before he got a new job, what would you do?
What is the reason?
Right.
He didn't feel like working on that anymore.
Okay, well, if the reason is he didn't feel like working there anymore, then obviously I would be agitated by that because as he would be, with me.
Go.
So walk me down the street now. Uh-huh. So I find out that women want men to quit all his jobs and start his new job and don't know what the benefits are until he figure out what the intentions are and she get comfortable.
So is the only benefit sex?
Go ahead. No, it's not. But guess what? No, it's not only sex.
Right. So she can give you all those benefits without being physically intimate.
So from my perspective,
go ahead.
If I'm dating a man and he's still sleeping with other women, let me know that up front. If I know that his intentions with me are different than those other women, because we all know that some people, we just sleep with people just to sleep with them because they're filling a void in our lives, but we're still searching for something else. So I have no problem with that. But where my problem comes in at is if we're 6 months down the road and we are dating intentionally and you're still exhibiting those behaviors, then in my mind, you're telling me, no, it's not even disrespect. It's telling me that I'm not enough woman for you in all aspects because you still want to have sex with these other women, but you're not committed to just being physical, intimate in all aspects with me.
Oh, you're saying you're giving him, you're doing it.
Yes, if we made it to that point, because there's no timeline. We all know this. We're all adults on this panel. We're all adults. Right. There's no such thing. We can meet somebody tonight and the vibe is right and we're grown. If that's where we decide to take it, that's where we decide to take it. There's no such thing as a timeline. Right. And society places these things on women because we are the bearers of life, that we have to be these perfect creatures. We can't be sexual beings, and that is not so. So at the end of the day, if you meet somebody and the vibe is right in that moment for you to want to share intimacy in a physical sense, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But from your oh my gosh. But from your perspective, you said in the beginning that men eat with their eyes.
I did.
And from a woman's perspective who's dating intentionally, at some points in my life, that may be what I'm looking for. I may be eating with my eyes as well.
Gotcha.
But downstream, I'm looking for that partner
Agreed.
that's going to grow old with me and that's going to go beyond that.
Yes, sir.
You know, and to elaborate on what y'all said, men eat with their eyes. I'm at a certain age, I don't care how fine you are. I done had them all fine, pretty. I want to hear your mind. I want to eat your mind. You understand? I don't, because being a certain type of woman, if you pretty, you this, that only goes so far. What you have to offer, how can we build? I want to be happy every day. I'm laughing 98% of my time. You know, if you can't come in my life and be happy, I don't want you around me. So I don't eat with my eyes no more because I'm of an age. I'm of a certain age, man. That stuff don't matter no more.
It's not even being of a certain age, though. It's not being of a certain age. It's the maturity level that you're in.
I want to say this. Women, hear what I'm
You can
saying.
be at a certain age and have
Age of
already
maturity,
matured.
yeah.
Hear what I'm saying.
Age of maturity is a
I want to
different
beg to differ. I believe women eat with their eyes more than men. Here's why. A woman can be getting dressed and she know exactly what she want and go out and get exactly what she want when she see it at the bar or a club. A man can hope for what he want. He can plan, he gonna ride his nice car, foreign, slab, whatever, dress up however he need to dress up to get this woman. But in his mind, before he leave the house, he might not. When he get there, he see that woman. He got so many barriers to cross to get this woman.
We control it.
Because remember, when I said in the beginning, I've been on the friend side.
That's why you get
so
the
that's
why you get the foreign car.
Yeah, you're doing all of this so that you can sleep with us.
When you on the friend side, you see a lot of the
You're
dirt.
doing all for us.
But after we get it, then y'all see how we do it. Put it down. And then y'all be like,
Here's the elephant in the room.
yeah. We put it down.
After you get it,
now you love us.
it might not be what you thought it was. So how do you tell her that?
How do you tell him that?
Don't tell her. We're not gonna ever tell you that it was.
No.
How do we tell you that it's not? How do we tell you that it's not?
Listen, a man knows. A real man knows. A real man knows.
Each one of you answer this particular question because I'd love your feedback on this. How do you tell that person that sexually you weren't gratified, that they were perfect, all this dating process, and now that you've been intimate, it might be a no. So let's go.
Did y'all see Sex Life?
No, I have not watched that.
When you need to go watch it. Go ahead, that's a great question.
Tell them the truth. That's it.
But you know what though? I don't fault somebody who's bad at sex. You know why? I fault everybody who came before me because those persons suffered in silence. When it gets to me, you didn't get terrible at sex when you had sex with me. You've been terrible. Your technique made me wrong. Because I say this. Now the reason why I say that is because the reason why I say this. No, not only men are terrible, women are terrible too. Because you don't have a conversation with your partner and you don't know what it is that your partner needs from you and you don't understand your body or your partner's body. At the end of the day, most women do not have an orgasm from intercourse alone. It's the stimulation to the clitoris, okay? So at the end of the day, until you can understand your body and understand your partner's body, sex is not going to be fulfilling. It's just an act.
Right.
So at the end of the day, if a man that I'm interested in, we get to the point to where we have sex and it is not what I expected it to be, then I'm going to have a conversation with him because at that point,
After 60 days?
it ain't even, there's not a time frame.
That's it.
I'm going to tell you the truth, and and it's not even that I'm on a timetable. It's just at the end of the day, I don't want to waste anybody's time. Then I'm going to tell him what it is that I need from him, and we're going to have sex, and I'm going to coach him through it and tell him what it is that what my body needs, and I'm also going to talk to him and ask him, am I doing this to your liking? We're going to have a conversation because we're grown. We're not some kids that are experimenting. We don't have time to be sitting back here saying that I had an orgasm that I did not.
Too big or too small. Or
Then you say it.
no, because
Yes.
there's nothing you can do to fix that.
It is some things that you can do to fix that. It's called change the position, sister.
Listen, a man knows when he messed up. You know, a man knows when he came too fast. I'm sorry.
That's because
They know ahead of sex whether their sex is good or not. They know ahead of
But we don't
time.
want no pillow princesses.
Okay, so
They know ahead of time that their sex is
how are you letting this person know?
But you know when you put
tell-
it down
tell
too.
him.
What would you tell a guy?
Put it down.
Would you tell a guy he's bad at sex?
What let me say this first. What I think is hilarious.
As you
that
should.
You said is you said to him, how do you tell her that she's bad? As if that's the problem. As if we're the ones that are always, it's just like I was like, okay.
No,
It was
for real.
just
I don't know what word
It
now.
was-
It's a problem.
I live
But,
in a
oh my
different world.
gosh. But I would say, like, I've never just come to the point where I have said that to someone. But, I mean, if you're a woman of a certain age, it has happened.
But not even,
Like,
you just suffered in silence.
No, I did not continue to suffer in silence. I was like, baby, that's the move. You just,
Yes.
So let me ask you, I got a follow-up. Because I always have follow-ups. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good.
So the follow-up is, let's say you meet your dream guy, dream girl, but the sex is bad. Like they check all the other boxes except physical.
Oh my God.
What would you do?
You
I'm
coach
talking about
them.
the finances there.
You
good
coach
career.
them.
You coach them. See,
They gonna cheat. They gonna cheat. They gonna cheat. Keep me 100.
No,
They gonna cheat.
I don't
Listen.
cheat. I've never cheated,
And
but I will
but
coach.
is it bad because they like need to go?
I've never cheated in a relationship.
We gonna keep it real, y'all.
I've never cheated.
Not you.
So-
I'm just saying, just in general, population. You could be 1% of the
So what
women
I'm
that
saying is,
don't
y'all
cheat.
answer the question though. I'll ask a hard question.
I have a question.
Bad sex, check every other box.
I was just, can you define what you mean by bad? Is it bad because?
Well, we're talking about that you don't enjoy it, and y'all like you know it, like y'all had sex 17 times,
Yeah.
and it's not good. So in that sense,
I would really-
but watch this. You in Miami, you in Dubai,
Okay.
your bills
I would
paid.
just try to get to the root of the problem.
Y'all got a business together.
I would just try to get to the root of the problem, and if it's like not something somebody wants to talk about,
No, it is not.
yeah.
Bad sex is not a deal breaker.
Lies.
It's not a deal breaker.
It's not.
Lies.
It's not a deal breaker.
Get out the way.
What the hell it ain't?
It's not a
No,
deal
listen,
breaker.
time out.
It's not a deal breaker.
These dudes without a jail, they got that thing. Listen, they don't come stage and listen.
All the pressure is on the man.
At a certain point, sex is only going to take you so
Time out.
far.
If I-
If a man checks off all of the non-superficial boxes,
But y'all independent.
Time out,
Remember,
time
y'all
out.
independent.
hold on a
already.
second. No, and we haven't even had that conversation yet. If he checks off all the boxes, that's not a deal. That's not a deal breaker.
Here's the thing. As a man, he knows. Hold on. I'm gonna say this. As a man, he know if he pleased you or not. A man know if he's pleased you or not. And if a man, I don't please you, then I don't want to waste your time neither.
That's right. That's my
Because
goal.
if you confident as a man, like I know. Listen, you just not the one. Listen, I tried. Listen,
Right.
let's not waste each other's time. Because
Oh my gosh.
for a man, it is a deal breaker. If I can't please you as a man, that's a part of a man to know that I'm able to
But
please
you're
you.
looking at it from one perspective. You're looking at it from the physical.
I'm sorry.
I'm looking at it from the mental.
Please
Because if
help
you
me,
got me where
tell
I need to be
me,
mental,
please.
there have been
already
men that I have not been attracted to. I have dated some men that are drop dead gorgeous, and I have dated some men that were overweight, out of shape. And at the end of the day, I probably love the ones who were overweight and out of shape more so than I did the attractive one, because he fulfilled me in a way that resonated with what I needed at that point, spiritually, mentally. It had nothing to do with the physical.
Yeah.
And the amazing part about a woman is, if you got us mentally, then you got us physically already.
Exactly.
But you got anyway, so.
No, but it's true though. It's the perfect thing, but it's true. It's mental.
We like, hey, stick with them.
Bang your back out.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We like stick with them. Like,
So
don't
that's-
leave them.
You were saying sex is important.
Yeah, it is.
So
It's
if
very
you were with a
important.
woman and she checks all the boxes, but the sex is bad, you're out.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Here's why. Because I know me.
Somewhere else, right?
And men,
Exactly.
I'm not saying all men, but majority of men, number one, sexual. You know, we physical touch.
So what makes the sex bad?
I mean, if here's the thing. First of all,
Oh my God.
if she not with her, here's the thing. You get used to, you know, just like women, we get used to a certain type of way. Once you experience this, you looking for this.
I just want one specific criteria.
She used teeth.
Oh.
Oh my
She squirt.
Oh my goodness.
She's,
Why I say, oh my God?
she's squirt is a bad thing?
What?
That's not bad.
I said good thing.
Wait, you said it's a
Oh,
bad
you
thing?
said name a bad thing. My bad.
Yeah.
I didn't get the
What
question.
makes you get rid of her for bad sex?
Teeth.
That's not teeth, because you said that.
If it just don't fit right, if it don't,
It doesn't fit.
and it's dry,
Hygiene for me.
And it's
Just
dry.
hygiene.
dry and don't fit right. Yeah, hygiene. We smell it
What
now.
do you know about the hygiene?
Men be tart too. Y'all be tart
That's the
too.
truth.
That's bad.
That's the truth.
That's bad.
But like
Hygiene.
you know,
No.
everybody ain't going to work. Yeah.
Hygiene.
Okay, hygiene.
Hygiene is the
teeth,
first.
And if it doesn't fit.
Lazy.
I mean, because it's
not
like,
hydrated.
because it's the thing. Hey,
The hydration comes from the limbs.
but what? Here's the thing. Men deal with insecurities. Sexually, men deal with insecurities as well. I'm a straight man, straight up. I ain't never dealt with that. But men deal with insecurities as well. So if your wall's wide open, hey, I don't fit. By all means, go find a bigger guy.
You could just be small.
But I'm confident in who I am.
Not our walls are open.
But I'm
you could be little.
And as you should, right? But you gotta understand, if you're a confident man, you confident in whatever size you are. I'm not even gonna get into size.
Okay,
That's a whole
so-
other conversation.
I like those.
But I hope all. But anyway, but I'm saying like whether it don't fit, you struggling. You know what I'm saying? All that plays a part with a man because it's like that's
Okay, so what are some more that you can share with us?
I can share with you guys?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I took my phone. The first thing is no one likes a pillow princess. That she think just because she look good, that's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Baby, be active.
What is be active?
Participate.
Can you coach her through it? Can you coach her through it?
Wow, you went straight to the best.
I'm just saying. I mean, if a woman is able to coach a man, can a man coach a woman through it? Like, hey, just turn it this way and just do
Agreed.
Let me
that.
finish.
I think everybody can be coached, but it's some people like I'm different. So I have this thing in my mind, right? I think Erykah Badu is a goddess, right? Like I just use her for an example.
Mm-hmm.
Like she is sexually involved with the man she is. The men turn into her.
Yes.
So I know when I look at her, like it's different, right? And some women out here, you got like the Halle Berrys, right? She can't keep one. Now, I'm not talking down on Halle Berry. I'm not talking down on Jennifer Lopez. But Halle Berry and Jennifer Lopez got the same two problems. They look great, right? But the men is in rotation and they can't keep one.
That's because
Do you
they're
think it's
mental. Because you said Erykah Badu.
I don't think it's
Erykah Badu is
sex.
men. That's a bad
It's
analogy.
mental
You're comparing two beautiful women that most men consider beautiful,
That's my
and then you're comparing them to a natural woman. She's on a different level mentally.
I feel you.
What
Right.
I'm talking about
Mentality.
goddesses sexually. I have levels of goddess women that I think are goddesses sexually, and women are just regular sexually. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a difference.
You can be bad and be bad
It's
sexually.
a more it's an intense thing.
So Erykah Badu is an intense woman, so it's not fair to compare her to
Why is
women.
not fair?
Hold on one second. You're comparing her to most men may not.
Most of the beautiful women in the world. No one else.
To you, but most men will not date Erykah Badu.
But
They
what I'm
won't.
saying is no one ever said
They
that
won't.
Erykah Badu is the most beautiful woman in the world.
But what I'm saying is,
Man never said that.
what I'm saying is,
no, what
the perception of who she is.
People magazine.
The perception of who she is
I got that,
different
but
because
see-
Erykah Badu is neo soul. Halle Berry and Jennifer
Gotcha.
Lopez.
So let's use Jill Scott then. Let's say Jill Scott.
Still not even fair because she's different.
See,
She's a
but
different
that's the thing,
sister.
though.
You're comparing apples and oranges here.
Let's do Jill Scott.
Yeah.
Apples to apples.
Let's say Jill Scott.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's agree that Jill Scott
It's gorgeous.
is a beautiful woman.
I know.
Hold on.
Physically and mentally.
Ain't no but. She's a beautiful woman.
Physically
What I'm
and
saying
mentally.
is, she's a large woman, like you said. I'm on that.
That's what we want.
What I'm saying is, when you see Jill, right, and you feel Jill, you like shit,
Yes.
right? That's a thing. Then you see Halle, you be like, that shit look good.
Yeah.
No, wait, hold on a second. Jill can't keep a man either. That's why I wanted you to compare Jill to Erica, so that we're comparing apples to apples.
Here's the thing. What I'm saying is, from a male's perspective, I'm talking about women that are in tune with who they are, that know how to give it to a man. And I'm talking about other women that's just like, I look good enough, and you're here.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
the difference. It's some women that are way more active than others. And I found in my old school ways that a lot of them dealt with the 10s to the good 7s, right? Them good 7s. And they feel like, you know what, I'm competing a little harder because, you know what, I know that I'm not prettier than her, but I do this well.
That's what I date.
That's the thing.
That's what I date.
You know what I'm saying?
I think the funny thing is that a 7 competes just as hard as a 10 because in the 7s she considers herself a 7. But I'm going to go ahead and move this conversation along. I think we sat here for a minute. Before we close out, I want to talk to you guys about paying for dinner. Someone mentioned earlier that her father would be disappointed if she did something like that. Recently I had a conversation with my son and I explained to him that I think men should pay for dinner. But I think that it's okay for a woman to pay for brunch, lunch, and a birthday. Exactly. What do you guys feel about paying for dinner before we close out? Let's share our thoughts on this.
I'm a yes. I'll pay for dinner. I'll pay for brunch, lunch. I'll pay for your trip. I do all of that, but I may be in a different tax bracket. So at the end of the day, if we are in a relationship, if we are in a relationship and we are in a relationship and it's us, I have no issue with extending the same courtesy that he has extended to me. We're in a partnership.
Absolutely.
This is us.
That's a good heart.
At the end of the day, I'm not expecting a man to bring out, if I invite you out and we're in a relationship, then I'm not expecting him to pay. I understand and realize that, that society tells us that a man is supposed to pay. But let's be realistic.
And
We're not in the 60s, we're not in the 70s, we're not in the 50s where, women were relied upon. They're looked at as the mothers that are in the house. They're not as educated as we are. They're not making money, so on and so forth. I don't need a man for money.
Gotcha.
So at the end of the day, it's not that I'm flexing if I pay for something. It's just showing you that I appreciate you and I know that you got it and that was maybe your intention, but I'm letting you know that that's not even the purpose that you're here for with me.
Dope. I got to follow up.
I want to talk about the realistic view. I don't mind a woman paying for it as well. Like I've had women
paying for it or the date?
The date, the dinner. So, but I did just feel a little double standard as well though, because I have an 18-year-old daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Like, so hold on. You paying? Why you paying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course, it depends on the situation, but it's like I did feel that, and I do feel like as men, on a lot of things, we double standard on a lot of areas.
Gotcha. So, and I'm gonna let you talk. I got one little question. I'm gonna say this. I know I hollered a lot. I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
So, and I want to pose this question. Y'all gotta answer, but think about this for a second. Women have evolved, right? Can we agree? The evolution of a woman. Y'all are here. Y'all are business women. Y'all getting y'all money. Y'all doing y'all thing.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, real talk.
What's the evolution of a man? Because we still in 60s on how y'all view us. Yes. Like, we need to be like that. I want a man like my dad.
That's not true.
Hold on. I want a man that take care, provide, and blah, 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 blah. What is the evolution of a man in 2021? Because we know you ladies have evolved, right? And I think a lot of times that's the problem or issue that we have in the dating pool. Because now, like you say, I already know what's going on. I ain't gonna put it out there. I know what's going on right here too, and what's right there too.
You're probably thinking that I'm an alpha female. I want to let a man be a man. When I meet the man that I feel confident with allowing me to sit back and play my position, then I'm more than happy to be submissive to him. Absolutely.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I have no problem. Just because I'm in a certain situation, mentally, financially, that does not mean I do not respect a man and everything that he is. If he is a man that is submitted to God and I can trust that he has my best interest at heart, I'll step back all day long. I lead and manage all day long. What I want to do is come home and have someone tell me, babe, this is what we're doing, And if you have presented yourself and shown yourself to be the type of man that I can put my trust in, and I know you have my best interest at heart, hey, take it and do you.
So Janee, are you paying for a date?
I'm definitely not paying for a date.
Why not?
I will pay for a birthday, a special occasion, drinks, things like that, but a date, no.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
And what's the reason behind that?
Because I'm very conservative. I do everything how it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
Women are women. Women are supposed to be feminine, submissive. Men are supposed to be alpha, and men are supposed to be providers. That's how I
stole this question from you.
That's how I live my life, and that's how I handle relationships. A man is always taking the lead with me.
You
always.
introduced yourself and you mentioned that. So I'd like to find out your process, your thought process with this.
Yeah, well, I think I just answered the question because you did like a round robin of questions and you said, would you pay for dates? Would you pay for dates? And I said,